Ay caramba, we just time traveled like 10 days. All of a sudden it's only just about a month left until July. We only have a month left to hit 40k subs, but we're getting very close. Subscribing helps the channel out so much, and thank you for your continued support. Cherno Alpha might not be complete trash anymore in this new Kaiju universe update. Some of you guys might have seen my video from earlier today, which you should watch, about why Cherno Alpha sucks, and you might be thinking, oh yeah, he just got a big buff. Problem solved. Why are you making a video about this? Well, not exactly just a big buff. First of all, I actually left out a reason in my video as to why Cherno sucks. Cherno basically relies on the parry as a crutch. Its matchups are so inconsistent due to the nature of its parry ability. It can absolutely crush in a fight versus one kaiju, but get completely stopped by that very same kaiju. In short, the problem is in its fifth ability, Eastern Front, which can either be really strong or really useless. Cherno Alpha is just too reliant on its parry ability in combat, and if you actually succeed in using it, you can win a fight by eating away half of the opponent's health. On the other hand, if your parry gets baited out, or just doesn't land, I mean you're sort of screwed. But this problem just got a great solution, and it all started earlier today in the early afternoon with this announcement. Now, Cherno Alpha got quite a big buff to its other abilities, making it less reliant on the parry. Plus, the parry also becomes less inconsistent since it got nerfed to not be as strong. So let's go over all the changes. First change is kind of funny, but also very dangerous potentially. When it's walking in the water, it can jump 4 times higher and out of the Mariana Trench, which is pretty deep, but when you're in water that isn't deep, oh boy. Now as for Cherno Alpha's melee attacks, 2 of them got some smaller changes, including what looks to be longer range, but the second attack, the dash punch, is getting a huge buff. This was arguably Cherno Alpha's worst melee attack, and in my video thumbnail from earlier, I actually labeled this attack as a complete failure for how bad it was. But turns out, this attack is only bad right now because of a glitch. But not only is that glitch getting fixed, it's getting quite a significant damage buff on top of that, which will give Cherno very solid close quarter combat capabilities. Now here's the most controversial change, but the one that I think is the most necessary. Cherno Alpha's parry ability is getting a massive nerf. Most notably, the damage has taken a huge 50% reduction. Some people said this would be the doom of Cherno, and I kind of disagree. While the parry comes in clutch in many fight scenarios to turn the tide of the battle, it also makes Cherno's matchups just, very inconsistent in combat. The reason for this change is basically centered around Cherno being more consistent, and I totally agree with this statement. That the parry in skilled combat isn't very good, since it can be baited out or circumvented very easily. Overall, I take this as a huge buff despite the massive parry nerf, and especially with Cherno dash punch attack getting a massive buff and a fix, it can definitely be a well-rounded force to be reckoned with.